So the Facebook page went from about 17,000 people at the beginning of January
Hmm.
to about 117,000 now. So in 2 months, 100,000 people have joined that group. And it's 100,000 people who are saying, oh, my dog's had diarrhea for months and I didn't equate it with the food.
Right.
And I changed the food and wow, my animal has energy. They're running around. They're not itching. They're no more bloody vomit and diarrhea. They're not having seizures. It's like, oh, eye opening. Um, but we still have tons of animals that are dying. And the problem is, it's like when an animal dies, to get, first of all, you've got a very distraught owner because usually this is sudden.
Hmm.
A lot of them, it's like the puppies, it's that one meal and they're dead, or three meals. And a lot of them, it's three meals and they're dead. And so all the naysayers who are like, I've never had a problem, I'm going to keep buying the food. Okay, just watch closely. And then 3 meals later, they're like, oh crap, I have a dead dog. Maybe I should have listened. Yeah, maybe. We have breeders who are reporting deformed puppies in their litters or stillbirths, abortions, um, just, tons of things going on. So then all these people on this Facebook page, now we've got everybody engaged in this. And so they started reporting that literally tons, truckload after truckload of pet food are being dumped in landfills. Landfills. Why are you dumping food in landfills if there's nothing wrong with your food? They don't want to admit there's a problem.
Right.
There was a nice hit piece in the New York Times. They interviewed the pet food company that started this whole thing.
I'm surprised they
Uh,
didn't send it to another country. That's usually
and
what they do with tainted things
Well,
here.
we've got reports all over the world because most of these companies are worldwide. Um, so they interviewed the pet food company. They didn't interview me. And they basically threw me under the bus and said that this whole thing is just a rumor and it's being done for clicks and likes on social media. And it's being done so that I can sell my own pet food. I don't own a pet food company. So thank you very much for the slander. But about 2 to 3 days after getting a report at one particular landfill of truckload after truckload after truckload of pet food being dumped, a person in a local community next to the landfill, there's also 1,000 acres surrounding that landfill that is preserved land. And this guy posted, and there he had over a dozen dead coyotes lined up next to each other, and said,
Oh
"Is
my
somebody
god.
putting bait out for the coyotes? Because that could affect other wildlife and our dogs.
Hmm.
So you shouldn't do that." And he had to take the post down because the community site said, "Well, you can't post dead animals pictures." Okay, that's great, but we got screenshots. It's fine, but that may have helped us, but we don't know. And I feel bad for the coyotes, but it gave us the opportunity to call EPA and Fish and Game and Wildlife and say,
So,
hey, you might have a problem.
Did
so
they
what?
test them? I'm sorry.
We have no idea.
Okay.
So what about these families who just refuse to stop feeding kibble, and their child or their baby? You know how kids are. Going
Yeah,
around playing with it, putting their hands in the dog's dishes, put it in the mouth.
I have said that.
What happens when your child now dies because they're eating a poison that's in this food because you refuse to stop feeding it? you know, Th-
Exactly. I have said that many times, and I'm like, this is dangerous for family members other than your pets as
yes.
well.